Everyone is fake. Relax. That's not bad news. It's actually the moment life gets so much easier. The second you stop expecting raw, unfiltered authenticity from everyone around you, you stop taking everything so personally. Every person you meet is performing at work, on dates, around family, online, even with friends. Not because everyone is evil, but because every human being adjusts themselves depending on who they're standing in front of. That's psychology, not villainy. So instead of being offended by it, I learned to understand it. And understanding people is a much more powerful position than being disappointed by them. I used to think honesty meant people would always say exactly what they thought. They don't. Most people are managing impressions, protecting themselves, avoiding rejection, trying to fit in, trying to look impressive, trying not to look desperate. They're editing themselves every second of the day. Honestly, so am I. You're listening to a version of me too. The difference is I know when I'm choosing a role and I don't confuse it with my identity. That's where people get lost. They become so committed to the character they're playing that they forget who they actually are underneath it. And once I realized that, I stopped expecting consistency from inconsistent people. I stopped expecting courage from people who are terrified of being disliked. I stopped expecting loyalty from people whose biggest priority is being accepted by whoever they're standing next to. Expectations got lower. Standards got higher. Huge difference. Lower expectations mean fewer emotional surprises. Higher standards mean better decisions. That's a combination I highly recommend. Here's something funny. I don't really care if someone likes me anymore. Not because I'm trying to sound mysterious. Because liking me isn't the prize. Respecting me matters. Trusting me matters. Being consistent matters. Someone can absolutely adore you and still waste your time. Someone can compliment you every day and still quietly compete with you. Someone can smile in your face and secretly hope you stay exactly where you are because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Humans are complicated. Stop looking for simple labels like fake or real. Start looking for predictable patterns instead. Patterns tell the truth way faster than words do. That's how you play to win. You observe instead of assuming. You listen longer than you speak. You let people reveal themselves over time instead of filling in the blanks with your imagination. And here's the part that nobody likes hearing. You also stop over-explaining yourself. You don't need every person to understand your heart. That's exhausting. The people who deserve access to you will figure you out because they're paying attention, not because you deliver the presentation on your intentions. I think one of the biggest signs of emotional maturity is realizing you're allowed to be strategic. Strategic isn't manipulative. Manipulation depends on deception. Strategy depends on awareness. There's nothing wrong with knowing when to stay quiet. There's nothing wrong with protecting your energy, keeping your plans private, or choosing your audience carefully. That's wisdom. Every successful woman I admire understands timing. She doesn't announce every move. She doesn't need applause before she's accomplished something. She lets results introduce her. And can we please stop acting shocked when people switch up? People change depending on incentives. Give someone attention and you'll see one version. Give them power and you'll see another. Give them nothing to gain and you'll probably meet the closest version to who they really are. So instead of asking, are they fake? Ask yourself, what motivates them? That's a much more useful question. The truth is, life became peaceful when I stopped trying to expose fake people and started becoming impossible to manipulate. Those are completely different goals. One keeps you obsessed with other people. The other keeps you focused on yourself. I don't need to win every argument. I don't need everyone exposed. I don't need justice delivered on my timeline. I just need discernment, because discernment quietly protects everything. My peace, my opportunities, my relationships, my confidence. So yes, everyone is wearing a mask somewhere, including you. Including me. The goal isn't finding people with no masks. The goal is finding people whose character stays the same once the mask comes off and becoming one of them yourself. That's how you play to win. Love you no matter what.